Mm.
Not with my partner.
Oh, alien head. What is the deal with the little fetal skull here? What bones can you see?
The frontal bone.
Well, like all of them. I mean, they're all there, right?
Yeah.
But there are a couple differences. First, notice that there's this suture between the two sides of the frontal bone. So it's really two frontal bones that we start off with. You notice these little raised, like devil horns here on the front? Those are where the primary ossification centers are. So they look a little bit raised on the fetal skull. Then you've got this, you get your little anterior fontanelle here. There's a similar place on the back, but tends to suture up. It tends to suture up a little bit earlier. So this is where the coronal sutures, going transversely, meets up with the sagittal suture, as well as this guy that they call the metopic suture, like between the eyes, when it's present in adults. But again, you can still see, the lambdoid suture and the occipitomastoid suture and the squamous suture. Basically, all the sutures are still there. But one thing you notice about them is like they're really straight as opposed to like what the condition is of the sagittal suture here, where it becomes like more complex, because basically what you're doing is you're increasing the surface area of that joint, so it's becoming a much stronger joint. Yeah, not much else to see on the fetal skull. I mean, it is adorable, even its adorable little mandible, but don't confuse that with the hyoid bone, incidentally. How can you tell the difference between the mandible and the hyoid bone? Is you look for the hyoid bone has these little cornua here, whereas the mandible, you can see more clearly the mandibular condyles as well as the coronoid process.